What's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of the Wrestlegeddon podcast. I, of course, am one of your hosts, Chris the Heat Matthews, and joined live via satellite from somewhere in the Midwest, the Tennessee Jesus, Carl Crossland.
Indianapolis, Indiana.
Indianapolis, Indiana. What's going on, man?
What's up, man?
Oh, not a whole lot. Shit. Just a much better week this week compared to last week. Or some aspects.
Yeah. They stopped raining, finally?
Yeah, today. All freaking week straight of rain. It's been awesome. So, yeah, my basement has been prone to flooding. It wasn't as bad as it has been since we had a trench dug in the backyard to kind of filter the water through. So my street comes down into a hill, then levels out right in my backyard. So it's great. So about like an inch of water throughout the majority of the basement. So it was fun last week. So how's everything going?
Lonely, but it's been going pretty good.
I know the feeling of that. Like, I've only been gone for like a week at a time. You're what, 6 weeks?
6 weeks, yeah.
Yeah, brutal. Oh, man. Once you get used to the quiet, then you get home and it's kids screaming in your face again.
Yeah.
And then you realize how much you miss kids screaming in your face. Oh, awesome. All right, let's get into it this week. We got a lot to talk about. We had Blood and Guts this week. We had Slammiversary. A lot of stuff going on at Raw, setting up SummerSlam. So let's go ahead and jump right into it like we always do with the random band. And this week's random band, none other than Boston. Awesome stuff there. I've listened to a lot of Boston the last 2 weeks.
Did you?
I did. A lot of Boston. So I get like one song picked out and I forget what it was, and then I'd start listening to it again. Tons of fun.
I gotta remember what my song. I let you pick it off because I gotta look up my song real quick because I had it last week, but it's like it's been a week, so I forgot the name of the song.
I think this is the one that I'm thinking of. I think this is it. Yes, that was it. I went with Don't Be Afraid. That's the one I picked.
Don't Be Afraid.
3 times of picking a song and forgetting which one I picked. Yeah, Don't Be Afraid.
And I went with Foreplay Long Time, but mainly Foreplay because it's like the first part of the song.
Awesome. All right, so what we got for next week?
And I'm getting ready to do that now. Sorry, I'm a little inebriated.
That's all right.
And I went to the wrong website to a thing that's wanting to do a random band name generator and that.
The worst band in the world.
Have we did Janet Jackson?
No, we have not done Janet Jackson.
We have Janet Jackson.
I don't even think we've done Michael Jackson.
I thought we did somebody. You sure? I don't know.
I'm not 100%
No,
sure.
no, not. We have to go back and look at the podcast. We're at the point now where I can't remember.
I know we definitely haven't done Janet Jackson. Awesome. All right, Janet Jackson next week. So nasty boys.
Yeah.
Rhythm Nation, good stuff. All right. I don't have anything for follow up from last week.
Follow up from last week. We apologize. We weren't on there.
Pretty much.
The rain.
Awesome. All right, let's go ahead and kick it over to the instant replay. Instant replay.
I said, are you
Okay. Jeez, take a week off, and I'm slow on the draw here. All right. I don't recall much for news, like major news anyway.
Huh.
Oh, there was something actually. Bobby
That
Lashley.
was major.
Bobby
Lashley got cut.
Apparently done with WWE. That's the big rumor.
Oh, he had a pretty good run the last couple of years.
I think so. I think they just ended the Hurt business too early.
Definitely. I think they just didn't. Well, I think the reason why is it happened during a time where I think WWE being like politically correct wasn't comfortable with making them the villains. And that kind of played like a role into it. But I love the Hurt business, and yeah, definitely.
I think so too. Hurt business was awesome. But I think with that time frame too, they were building the Judgment. They're kind of throwing together Judgment Day, the Bloodline. So they're focusing on like 3 different stables around that same time frame too. And I think that's what hurt it quite a bit. And then putting Lashley on SmackDown and kind of putting him with the Street Profits. I don't think they had like a whole. I don't know if they just kind of did that just for the sake of doing it, because there wasn't really a whole lot that came out of it besides that quick little feud with the Final Testament, and that was pretty much it.
Yeah.
But we'll see where Lashley ends up, if he continues wrestling, if he takes some time off. Apparently, Freddie Prinze Jr. and his promotion, which hopefully next week's Wrestling with Freddie, we'll have some more information on that. But I guess he's pretty interested in trying to get Lashley on board with him to kick off his promotion.
That'll work.
So he was, I guess Bray Wyatt was interested in going that route as well before WWE brought him back. So we'll see where that ends up. One of the other things that I just remembered too, as we were talking about Lashley, Tony Khan apparently cannot keep WWE's name out his mouth.
What did he say this time?
Oh, Lord. Apparently someone who's doing a press conference, and he was asked about the rumor, like the talk of WWE breaking stories that Tony Khan has signed a new deal with Warner Brothers, but it's like the same deal as he previously had, the last television deal. So Tony says, he's like, I don't usually do this, but since Brandon, who's a reporter, brought it up and asked, apparently someone called from a source called WrestleNomics. I had a major member of the wrestling media mention to me yesterday. WWE is telling people that and I don't know why, is telling people that about our media rights deal. I don't know whether it's any of their business. Khan continued to say, I don't really understand why WWE's PR calls people and talks about my business. Their PR is telling people that the deal is done and that the deal is the same level that it was going to be as our previous deal. That's not the case. I don't know why their PR and why major wrestling media members who are very credible and never lied to me, I don't know why they're telling people that. None of their business. I think WWE's PR really gets involved in a lot of things they shouldn't get involved in. I can tell you that is very untrue. When we make a deal for AEW, it's going to be a great deal with a big increase over what we've been doing. We're in a really good position and have been doing great business here despite what they're trying to do to us. Thanks. So,
was he high when he said that?
The picture that he's on here, man, it looks like he's high.
Because he was like rambling on. Like,
yeah, that's pretty much what it was. Like one giant rant.
Get to the point, you know? It's like,
and like honestly, I've never heard of WrestleNomics. Like,
is that like John Cena's Wrestle magazine?
I don't know what it is. Like, I didn't even honestly take the time to Google it or look it up, but you're telling me that's like a major source in wrestling?
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't hear anything about the deal, so apparently they didn't spread it too much.
Yeah, I don't think they've signed a new deal yet. I think they're still kind of negotiating. I mean, it can't be too far off because they did launch Max is going to pick up AEW pay-per-views in Europe. So, I mean, that's a big plus for them, but why has it got to be Europe? Why can't it be here where, like, the main fan base is?
Probably didn't negotiate a price.
Yeah. I mean, props to them for at least getting their pay-per-views on Max. Like, now if you can just do that here in the States, it'll be fantastic.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. You got to remember Max is probably not going to be able to, like, one thing AEW has done is like had really good pay-per-views, but
yeah,
you gotta remember that they're like $50 here. I don't think like they would make. I don't think Max is offering them what they'd make selling pay-per-views here, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does make sense financially with AEW to keep them on pay-per-view like that. But if they had the exposure that HBO Max has, I think that would draw more fans to their weekly programming. If they're scrolling through, if they're looking at Max, oh, what's this? I didn't know, there's wrestling on Max. Like the nights they have a pay-per-view, then that could bring them into Dynamite on Wednesday night.
Yeah, but it's one of those things where, like, as far as like a business goes, like they're not selling like house tickets that well, so yeah. It's like pay-per-view tickets is kind of all you have. It's hard to get revenue story.
Yeah, pretty much on that one. Selling out arenas. Can you get 600 people in a 15,000 seat arena? Like, come on.
Yeah. I mean, pay-per-views, they do a good job at filling those out. Like I said, it's like one of those things where like pay-per-views is like what they have going for them.
Yeah. Got some news on CM Punk. Aside from being cleared to wrestle, which we'll get in that when we get to our WWE Raw talk. Apparently, it's been rumored that he had approached WWE about changing his contract to a longer deal. While the negotiations for the contract are true, it was WWE that approached CM Punk. They've been very happy with Punk's return, the numbers that he's been bringing to TV and social media, merchandise sales. WWE wanted to restructure his contract to give him a longer deal instead of the initial 3-year contract that he had signed.
Yeah. I mean, he's money.
He is money. And AEW fumbled that with all the little snot-nosed babies that got running around backstage that didn't want to take advice or listen or put the work in. So
yeah. And we can talk about it later, but it's just one of those things where, like, I mean, we know who's billed, but to me, his match at SummerSlam was probably one of the biggest on the card, as far as like people wanting to see it. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, well, the build up between him and McIntyre, and then you're adding Rollins in there as a special guest referee.
Like, yeah,
it's the match is going to be awesome. Like the whole potential for continuing that story with Drew, and then picking up where they're picking up with Seth. It's going to be great. It's going to be an awesome match for SummerSlam. All right, so that's a bit I've got for news. Let's kick it off to our WWE recap here. Monday Night Raw. I don't want to get too much into last week, but Drew refused to apologize to the refs 2 weeks ago. So Adam Pearce did not lift his suspension. Apparently off camera on this week's Raw, Drew did apologize face-to-face to the referees. He has been reinstated. Punk also announced that he was cleared, medically cleared to compete, and the match between Drew and Punk is made official for SummerSlam, with the stipulation that if they lay a hand on each other prior to SummerSlam, the match will not happen. And then Seth Rollins was appointed special guest referee, like we just mentioned.
Yeah.
It should be good. I'm excited for that. I think SummerSlam is going to be an awesome event this year. Great pay-per-view. Just with the few matches we have announced already. Priest and Gunther, they basically got into it 2 weeks ago with Gunther. Basically, Gunther calling out Priest and telling him he's not as good as Gunther, not as good as he is, and like all this other stuff. And then Priest fires back with, you're basically entitled. You're handed all your opportunities. You were never failed, all this other stuff. And, Priest talking like, look, I've been to the bottom. I clawed my way up to the top. I'm here. He's like, I may have failed some things. He's like, but I do have the heart for this, which is something that you don't have. And then this week, Gunther called out Priest some more. Then they got into altercation with Priest actually clocking Gunther.
Yeah.
So now we're getting somewhere with this.
Yeah, for sure.
Which would be another great match for the SummerSlam card as well. But two of the biggest things coming out of the last couple of weeks on Raw, we'll kick it off here with Chad Gable and Bo Dallas. 2 weeks ago, Gable called out Bo Dallas, then proceeded to beat him down in the middle of the ring with the Creed brothers, which we pretty much knew was going to happen. The Creeds would align themselves with Gable. And then Bo just sitting in the ring laughing as he's getting beat down. And then we finally see the rest of the Wyatt Six come out and lay out everyone in the ring, except for I think Gable got away, but the Creed brothers got laid out.
Yeah.
And then it's pretty much the same thing the next week. We had Gable in the ring, like laying into Otis and Tozawa and Maxine when the Creed brothers come out, and then they start, beating down Otis and Tozawa. But then the lights go out, and then you see the Wyatt Six come down the ramp, and then turn around, and there's Bo Dallas, Uncle Howdy, hits Gable with the Sister Abigail.
Yeah.
So it's pretty awesome.
It was.
And then on top of that, too, the VHS interviews, the one with Rowan was just awesome. 2 weeks ago. And then this week.
Yeah.
And this week, the one with Nikki Cross. It wasn't quite as what am I saying? Like the Rowan one and the Bo one have been like more like emotional driven, which kind of makes sense because of their attachment with Bray Wyatt. And like Nikki Cross really doesn't have that. Like as far as like her character goes, outside the like it's more her involvement with Bray was more involved with Alexa Bliss. So, but we'll see what happens. The way they're gonna like how. What am I trying to say? Like, because we still have Dexter Lumis and Joe Casey that they haven't like really done anything like videotape wise with like those interviews yet. So it's kind of interesting. I'm interested to see where they're going to go with that as far as like the two of them, like the reason why that they joined up with Bo and Rowan and all them.
Yeah.
But probably one of the biggest stories, Rhea Ripley, Dirty Dom, Liv Morgan this week was probably one of the best things ever. So, just the whole thing, Liv like still trying to pull Dom away from Rhea. Dom finally says it. He's like, I hate you. I can't stand you. You've ruined my career. You've ruined my relationship with Rhea. He's like, I can't do this. I'm done. I don't want to see you again. I want you out of my life. And you see like Liv just like break down in tears. But before all that, we got a nice flash of Liv's ass and those little Daisy Dukes. So
yeah, that's definitely made its way around the TikTok, and
I think there's a picture of her, and it had like a Photoshop Ric Flair like smacking her ass. That was awesome. That was some of the bigger stuff coming out of WWE. I haven't been able to watch SmackDown the last couple of weeks, so I'm not sure. I know we've had some Bloodline stuff, all that.
Yeah, Bloodline stuff.
I think we finally got I did watch SmackDown last week. We got LA Knight and Logan Paul finally official for SummerSlam for the US title.
Yeah.
This is the first title defense for Logan Paul in a while.
I wouldn't say a while, but yeah, it's been
the last time he wrestled was against Cody, wasn't it?
And
it was just for
didn't he wrestle? Yeah, that was at what, Crown Jewel?
I think so. It's Crown Jewel or Clash at the Castle. One of those two. I just know he hasn't defended that title very often.
Yeah. I mean, he hasn't, but yeah, it's only been at like major pay-per-views.
Yeah, I think LA Knight's walking away with that title.
Think so.
It seems to make sense. Like it seems like the popularity of LA Knight still, and then like Logan Paul's still pretty over as a heel, but I think dropping that title to LA Knight is probably gonna be the better move to go with.
I could see it going either way, but we can talk about that when we get to predictions.
Yeah, which that'll be next week when we do our SummerSlam preview. Next week, SummerSlam is next weekend. Awesome. All right, AEW. 2 weeks ago, MJF, new international champion, almost an hour-long match versus Ospreay for that title.
Yeah,
which is a pretty damn good match. So,
you see the little girl over here chops in.
Yes. Saw that. I love how they finished the match up and MJF's like walking out of the ring with a freaking oxygen mask on.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome stuff there. So this week, MJF comes out and reveals a new international championship, but it's now the American Championship. Decked out like a U.S. title. I'm just assuming this is just going to be for MJF's run with the title.
People have named it the Make America Great Again belt.
The MAGA belt. Oh, awesome. But they're still referring to it as the International Championship. So.
Yeah.
So that was some pretty good stuff there on Dynamite. We had Mariah May a couple weeks ago come out and fool everyone, dressing up as Tony Storm again, running down Tony, And then Tony returns the favor this week as she comes out basically in disguise with a black wig on and lays out Mariah May, which is pretty good. Nice build up for their match at All In. That's not the only attacks. Britt, that same episode of Dynamite, in the crowd in a Sting mask and a hoodie, attacks Mercedes Moné after her match. And then this week, Mercedes shows up, but she didn't come alone. We finally got the return and the official debut of Camille as a member of the AEW roster, as she takes out Britt Baker. Then her and Mercedes go on a beat down with that. So basically, we're getting a Shawn Michaels Diesel thing here with Mercedes and Camille, which seems to make sense for those two characters. But what's really cool is Mercedes and Camille ended up invading the AEW Comic-Con panel this week, dressed as Poison Ivy and Bane, and attacked Britt Baker. And Tony Khan made it official for All In TBS title match. Right, and before we get into this, but big props to Willow, becoming the new CMLL Women's Champion. Her victory lap didn't last long as she got attacked by Statlander this week on AEW. Statlander trying to goad her into getting that title match for that CMLL title. But the biggest thing coming out of Dynamite, we had Blood and Guts, which I don't know if you got a chance to watch it, but I think that was one of the best Blood and Guts matches they've put on so far.
I didn't get a chance to see it. I had to do homework that day.
Yeah, it was really good. There was a lot of good spots in there. Elite got the advantage, the one-man advantage. So they were pretty much up the entire match. Hangman was supposed to come out. He's the last member of the Elite that was supposed to hit the ring. He ended up not coming out until after Swerve got to the ring. Swerve's coming down the ramp. Hangman jumped him from behind, ended up handcuffing him to the outside of the cage and beat him down until Nick Jackson told him if he doesn't get in the ring, he's going to be fired.
Yeah.
So Hangman finally gets in the ring. They lock Swerve out. They finally get Swerve uncuffed. They cut the cage to get Swerve in with a pair of bolt cutters. So Swerve gets in there and cleans house. And there was one point in that match where all the members of the Elite were beating down Swerve. And Nick Jackson, one of the Bucks, I think it was Nick, brought out a briefcase and it had 5 staple guns in it. So they all took turns hitting Swerve with staples, all over. So stuff they finally start, cleaning house. There's a little bit of a comeback from Team AEW. Swerve finally gets in the groove again, gets a staple gun, and starts stapling members of the Elite to the point where Okada was going to hit him with the Rainmaker, spun him like he was going to hit him with the clothesline, flips him off first, and then Swerve staples his finger. It was really good. There was a lot of good spots in that match. The finish, Jack Perry ended up getting handcuffed to the ring, to the cage inside the ring. Nick Jackson was handcuffed to the opposite rope, to the ropes opposite of Jack Perry. So Jack Perry's here. Nick Jackson's back here, handcuffed to the ropes. Who was it? It wasn't Hangman. It was Swerve and Darby took turns laying into Jack Perry with a kendo stick, a chair. Darby threw a fucking chair at his head. Full on, no coverage, just right at his head. Oh no, it wasn't Swerve. It was Mark Briscoe that was hitting him with the kendo stick. So the finish came they're trying to get Jack to say I quit. Jack's refusing to say I quit. Bloody mess. Darby gets a can of gas, dumps it all over Jack Perry as a lighter, tells Jack, I'm going to set your ass on fire if you don't quit. Jack still refuses to quit. So Darby's going back and forth. They hit him a few more times. Darby tells him again, I want a TNT title match at All In, and I want you to say I quit, or I'm going to set you on fire. Jack Perry says no. Nick Jackson intervenes, tells him, you want the match? You got it. You got the match. And Darby looks at him, he's like, I want to hear it. Say I quit, or I'm going to set him on fire. So Nick's like hesitating. So Darby he lights the lighter and starts walking over to Jack Perry. And Nick finally says, I quit. And Team AEW picks up the win over Team Elite in that Blood and Guts match. So cool. The finish was pretty cool. It was a good finish. Everything, I think with this, there was more to me in that Blood and Guts match with the participants in there. Everyone pretty much had an issue with somebody involved in the Elite. So involved on the Elite team. So, obviously Swerve and Hangman, Darby Allin and Jack Perry, the Acclaimed, and the Young Bucks. Mark Briscoe's got like a little bit of an issue with Okada. So they're kind of like, there's a little bit more story with it, I believe, than there was like the past couple Blood and Guts matches.
Yeah.
And it wasn't some like those stupid, insane spots where someone gets pushed off the top of the cage and lands on a crash pad or, dumb stuff like that. So they actually pretty much stayed into the cage for the majority of the match. They only went outside like once, and I think it was just to get stuff from outside the cage. But other than that, it was pretty much relegated to inside there.
That's good.
It's pretty solid. So. I think that's pretty much all I got here for AEW this week. We did mention TNA Slammiversary. It was last Saturday. We have a new TNA World Champion in Nick Nemeth. New TNA Tag Team Champions. ABC getting the tag team titles. The Militia retaining the Knockouts Tag Team Championships. A lot of good matches on here.
Earl Hebner
returns. Yep. Some good stuff here. Was it Earl Hebner came back during the Jordan Grace match, right?
Yeah.
Yep. That's pretty good. Let's see. Let me run down through the results here. The pre-show had Tasha Steelz in a four-way match against Fabi Apache, Giselle Shaw, and Zaya Brookside. Tasha picked up the match on that one. Kushida defeated Rich Swann. So the Militia retained against Spitfire. Then they added a bonus match, surprise match. Eric Young defeating Hammerstone, which looked like some of the highlights I saw from that match. Looked pretty awesome. Broken Matt Hardy up against JDC, which is Johnny Dango Curtis. Matt Hardy picked up the win on that one, getting some vengeance for him laying his hands on Rebby. ABC, like I said, defeated the System, retained the titles there. Santana defeats Jake Something. The Rascals, the reunited Rascals, defeating No Quarter Catch Crew in six-man tag team action. PCO defeats AJ Francis and is the new TNA Digital Media Champion and the Canadian International Heavyweight Champion. I did not know there was a Canadian International Heavyweight Championship.
I didn't know that either.
I guess, I guess PCO held that as the holder of that title anyway, so. Okay. So he retained that title. Jordan Grace retains against Ash by Elegance. Earl Hebner returning and making the decision on that one. Mike Bailey.
Yeah, he didn't.
Mustafa.
There was supposed to be a screw drive, but he didn't ring the bell.
Got his redemption.
Yeah,
he's been redeemed. Mike Bailey, new X Division champion, defeating Mustafa Ali, and Nick Nemeth winning in a 6-way elimination match for the TNA World Championship. Steve Macklin, this order of elimination. Steve Macklin, Moose, Joe Hendry, Josh Alexander, and Frankie Kazarian. Came down to Nick Nemeth and Kaz, last two. Yeah, surprised to see Moose go out second in that matchup.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll see him pop up on NXT and challenge for the North American Championship.
Yeah, that'd be great.
All right. Awesome stuff there. That's pretty much everything I got for this week as far as wrestling related stuff. I reshuffled the format again. Just kind of fresh, keep things a little fresh. We're going to kick it over to the Elite Figure of the Week. Save 10% off all your in-stock items. All right. So I don't actually have an Elite Figure of the Week this week. I kind of wanted to look at some of these, which were some of the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, or San Diego Comic-Con that was showing off. Kicking it off with I'm not going to go through all of these, but Ultimate Edition CM Punk from the night he won the title at Money in the Bank. Pretty psyched for that figure. That was awesome. We got a Trick Williams coming. This Braun Breaker looks pretty sweet with the dog, the wolf helmet. A new Ilya. Zoe Stark getting her first figure, which I believe is also an Elite. A new CM Punk, which looks to be older CM Punk. So that should be pretty solid with that one, too. That's not it. There's no way that's
comes with an arm slinky.
How is that not available right now?
You hear me?
What was that?
I said the older CM Punk comes with an arm sling.
What's going on? It's not let me see anything right now. Keep saying it's not available. Let's see, there's some better pictures. Let's see, Ultimate CM Punk, which was pretty awesome. A couple heads there. Zoe Stark, her first figure. She got a cloth jacket. It's pretty cool. Really good likeness on that. I got a new Jey Uso with the Yeet shirt.
Yeet.
Really good Jey Uso. There's the Braun Breaker. Jey Uso, which will have a no Yeet shirt. Good head scan. Jade Cargill's jacket. So there's a lot of new first time in the line figures and stuff like that coming from San Diego Comic-Con. Some of the ones that I thought were really cool. Monday Night Wars set, we're getting a Build-A-Figure Golga. See if there's any. Oh, this is cool too. Ringside Collectibles exclusive Black Machismo Jay Lethal.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm excited for that one. And that's actually, I think this is from the first All In pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the jacket. The jacket was given to him from Lanny.
Mhm.
So that's actually like one of Randy's jackets that Jay Lethal wore at that pay-per-view. I'm pretty excited for that one. It's gonna be pretty cool. Death Triangle, that's already been up on Jazzwares. Where the hell? Might be in here. It's Monday Night Wars Series 3. All right, here we go. This is the new set that they showed off. We got a Razor Ramon from Monday Night Wars. Lita. Big Boss
I don't
Man.
look like Loda.
Bam Bam Bigelow. I think this is one of the greatest hits. 6. This one's going to be the Chase. So you've got just like the basic 6. And then there's another one that actually says like 6 on the front of it.
Was that from Eric Simsley?
Yeah. I think this is from is this from the night that he formed the new DX? When they brought back China?
Maybe.
I got a nice classic Eddie Guerrero. DDP, 2 different versions with the rib tape and without the rib tape and the actual tights. And then the jeans. Pretty cool. Fan of DDP. Is that? I can't really see that. Kurt Hennig. This is kind of like a mix match between the Rap is Crap, Kurt Hennig, and NWO. So it'll actually come with an NWO shirt. And of course, he's got the hat and the guitar. Pretty awesome stuff there. I'm trying to find the damn picture of Golga, but it's telling me that like these images can't be seen. It's really annoying. We're getting a new Monday Night Raw modern ring with Rhea Ripley Elite figure, or not Elite, Ultimate, which looks really good with the new women's title. Pretty psyched about that. Where the hell?
Freaking room's cold. I might have to get out of the cover.
Target exclusive Legends Ultimate Editions. We've got Vader. Comes with the WCW World Heavyweight Championship, 2 different heads, removable mask, cape. And that has a Chase version as well with a black mask. Dusty Rhodes.
Back in Dwayne,
nice
baby.
stick and the cop hat. Bandana.
Comes with
couple different heads.
Comes with some pork and beans.
Oh, yeah, that figure's awesome. I can't wait to get that one. A new Ultimate Edition Hulk Hogan in the red and yellow.
Is that the RNC Hulk Hogan?
It's pretty close. These are from the Vault. These are ringside exclusives. There's a Yokozuna. He's a Chase in black and white. There's a NWO Hollywood there in the background. They're re-releasing the Straight Edge Society CM Punk. A lot of people are PO'd about that one. I'm cool with it. I have one. I'm just. This is one of the next Legends lines. I think this is the next Legends line coming out with Kurt Angle, Farouk, Jim the Anvil Neidhart, which is a 2-in-1. So you've got New Foundation Jim Neidhart, and then Who, the swappable head there. Farouk is a Chase. Another Hulk Hogan, because God forbid we get more Hulk Hogans. Bret Hart's in the next series. We got a
Rick Rude back there.
Rick Rude. Rick Rude will be the Chase in that set. So we'll have
who's he got painted on his pants? Oh, it's him.
Him. This one, though, if this is the next slide, Justin Hawk Bradshaw.
Yeah.
I am excited for this one.
It's another Rick Rude too, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the Chase version of Rick Rude. So he's got.
They should have the one that had Dick the Snake's wife that painted on it.
Oh, that'd been awesome. But yeah, so he comes with like the WCW title, Sid Vicious, Psycho Sid with the Winged Eagle WWF title belt.
Yeah, it's
A lot of
pretty
good
cool. I
stuff
like that one.
there. First time in the line figures, Tiffany Stratton.
Who's that in
Really
the back?
good.
Is that supposed to be Carlito?
That's Carlito. His
That
face
looks
is
nothing like
kinda,
Carlito.
yeah, his face is a little jacked up. Like, I don't know,
Yeah.
like, what the blue hell they did with that face. That nose is freaking huge, man.
Looks like somebody spit in his face.
Yeah. Dragon Lee's getting his first figure. The cool thing with the Carlito, though, is they molded a new hand for him, so it actually has the hand holding the apple, which is pretty cool. That one. The Tiffany Stratton looks pretty good. Looks really good. Dragon Lee looks great. Trick Williams, another Kofi. Trick Williams looks good. They're re-releasing King Sheamus. There we go. That's I think Carlito's getting a chase. I think this is newer Carlito. So that's the actual molded hand with the apple in it.
Yeah.
Face is still jacked up. Man. We're getting Nexus.
Man. Yeah.
Nexus CM Punk and the Macho Man tights. They made this one in a basic years ago, so I'm excited to see this one as an elite. It's a great figure. Carlito, man, woof, that nose. Oh, I hope they fix that before it comes out. So, it's just really bad. This Natalia was actually supposed to be a Walgreens exclusive that got shelved.
Walgreens?
Yeah, Walgreens had they were doing women's wrestlers exclusives. They did a Becky Lynch, a Sasha Banks, a Maurice. I think the Wendy Richter figure that came out was supposed to be a Walgreens exclusive, but they slotted that back into the line as a network spotlight exclusive for Toys R Us. So, but this Natalia was supposed to be part of that line, so it's getting re-released from their from the Vault or Greatest Hits collection. She's got a new T-shirt, Chase version, so pretty awesome with that one. New John Cena. Paws out, claws out. There's that King Sheamus that's getting re-released. That's a great figure. New John Cena. These are the Royal Rumble figure sets. You got Hulk Hogan. Hulkamania Will Live Forever sign that he stole from a kid in the crowd. The Hurricane. This is like one of his first looks in WWE with the long hair, the painted on mask. I'm excited for that one to add to the Hurricane collection. I got Diesel and of course Cody. I think from last year's Rumble, I think. And the Build-A-Figure on that's going to be the Great Khali.
Oh god.
I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know why we need a Great Khali Build-A-Figure, but it is what it is. Rollins, WrestleMania. These are WrestleMania elites. I want to find the freaking Monday Night War set. Golga looks awesome. Hulk Hogan, Howard Finkel's the Build-A-Figure for that set. That looks more like RNC Hogan. Think figure. These are Mattel Creations exclusives. Dudley Boys, ECW figures. They're going to come with the ECW tag team titles. Those look awesome.
Deadly is a Build-A-Figure.
Then Headbangers will also be Mattel Creations exclusives, Elite 2-packs. Those figures look great too. Imperium, Ludwig Kaiser, Giovanni Vinci. Mattel Creations exclusives. This is cool too. 3-pack with Roman Reigns and Afa and Sika. So this, of course, is from when they gave him the Tribal Chief necklace thing. Yeah. There's 2 different heads that come with Afa and Sika. There's older heads, and then there's like younger heads with them. And then you can actually, their dress clothes come off and they're in ring gear. It's pretty cool. Evolution 3-pack from the night that they turned on Randy Orton. That's a Target exclusive. suit just looks like freaking Barbie clothes.
I don't know. It looks pretty stupid.
It's a lot. But, yeah, there's a lot of stuff that they showed off.
That's one of those ideas that was like, yeah, it sounded good in your head, but practical and don't look good.
Yeah. Oh man. Do not have the damn.
What you think you bitch I've ever seen. Y'all know, man. You might want to get that in the fucking Carlito because those things are like so collectible because nobody will want them because they're so ugly that they might actually end up being worth
pretty much
like 50 years from now. Hey, do you have the bullshit tuxedo Triple H?
The Monday Night Wars set that has Six and Bam Bam and Lita. I think the fourth one that set is Shawn Michaels has a Build-A-Figure Dusty Rhodes, NWO Dusty.
NWO Dusty
Rhodes said he was part of the NWO.
He was part of it, damn it.
Then a Vincent Build-A-Figure.
Oh gosh.
It's part of the Monday Night Wars set. They're making me buy all these damn sets, man. Just to get these freaking NWO Build-A-Figures. I think that's pretty much it. Like, they don't have the damn renders on here for some of the other stuff that they showed, but a lot of cool stuff. My wallet's already hurting. There's a 2-pack. Let's see if I can find that one. There's a 2-pack that they showed off that went up for pre-order on Amazon. It's an Amazon exclusive. Ultimate Edition 2-pack of Papa Shango and the Ultimate Warrior.
Oh,
from
okay.
The time where Ultimate Warrior had that black stuff oozing from the top of his head.
Yeah.
So they actually did Ultimate Edition 2-pack. There it is. Greatest Grudges 92, The Curse of Papa Shango. So they got the Warrior. Let's zoom in on that. So he's got like the black stuff coming down his face off that. He's got that jacket that he wore in that promo too. A couple different heads, some hands. Great figure. But this Papa Shango. Ooh, damn. This thing is awesome.
Greatest. Yeah, the Greatest Grudges, they doing like one from each year or something? Because it said, unless it said 92, like Greatest. Are they doing
I don't know. This is the first time they've done this. Because the last Amazon 2-pack, Ultimate 2-pack, was Undertaker and the Gobbledygooker.
Yeah.
So I don't know if this Greatest Grudges is going to be like a
series
Amazon exclusive set going forward. So, but hopefully it is, because you can get some pretty good, a lot of good stuff with people that got under contract. So, you get like shit. No, they already did Ultimates of them, like Hogan and Warrior from WrestleMania 6.
Yeah, my single needs another Hogan figure. He just revealed like 12 of them there, Chris.
I know, right? So, I gotta get the one that's out now with the guitar. I think that's gonna be the last Hogan I buy.
Yeah,
that one's just unique enough. Unless they do a Pasta Mania Hogan, then I'll get that one. But, yeah, a lot of cool stuff that they showed off at Comic-Con this week. That's just the wrestling stuff. There's more stuff showing off today, like the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast. They had their Major Bendy's line. They showed off stuff from that. Then they do like big rubber guys, which is like the old like big like LJN like rubber figures.
Yeah,
they have a new Macho Man that's on a stand and he's posed mid-air dropping the elbow.
Oh, okay. Is his ass from off?
Cool as... What's up?
I was looking around because those big rubber ones, like the ass always wore off. I said, "Is the ass wore off?"
Oh, that's awesome. But yeah, the figure's pretty cool. Like, I'm not like huge fan of the LJN stuff. Like, I only had one as a kid growing up, and it was Jimmy Snuka. That was it. Like, I had more of the Hasbro stuff than anything else. But the Savage that they just showed off today looks freaking amazing. And it's unique enough to where I kind of want it in my collection. So. Pretty good stuff there. So.
Yeah.
And that's your very many elite figures of the week. All right, let's get into No Holds Barred this week.
Are you going to do picks? Or are we going to do that last?
What's that?
We're going to do picks for SummerSlam? Or
Picks
no?
for what? SummerSlam's like next week.
Is it next week?
Yeah, it's next week.
Ah, fuck. I was hoping it was
like
this
August
week.
2nd.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, no, it's not this week.
Damn it. I was looking forward to watching it this week.
Anywho, No Holds Barred is brought to you by our Redbubble store. Check us out, redbubble.com/people/Wrestlegeddon pod. Buy some shirts, some hats, some stickers, hoodies, all that fun stuff. I don't think there's a discount this week. A couple big things this week. Wolverine and Deadpool opened yesterday.
You see it?
Assholes on TikTok are filming it in the theaters, showing off all the damn cameo spoilers. Dickheads. Jeez. Got GalaxyCon this weekend.
You going?
I'm going.
Saturday and Sunday or the Saturday?
Just Sunday.
Sunday. Cool.
Yeah, just Sunday.
Anybody in particular you're going to see? Or?
I'm definitely going to meet Sam Raimi.
Okay.
Because I don't like, he hardly does convention appearances. So I'm kind of surprised that he's here for this one. So I definitely want to meet him. They've got, I think Matthew Lillard was one of the other ones. Danny Trejo is here as well. There's a lot of cool names here. A lot of the wrestling guests, though, are going to be at WrestleGedon, which I think I want to go to this year. I'm talking to my wife about it, and she's okay with it. So, but yeah, like I was originally going to get stuff signed by Demolition, but I saw that they're going to be at WrestleGedon. Matt Hardy, Jeff Hardy, they announced them. They just added, last couple weeks, Devon Dudley, Matt Riddle, and Arn Anderson.
To WrestleGedon or to
GalaxyCon? My thing is, how you going to add Devon, but you ain't got Bubba Ray?
They don't really hang out that much with each other anymore, I don't think.
I don't know, but you're giving me like one Dudley boy. Where's the other one? Or at least give me Spike. Something.
Get him to sign as
Reverend Devon.
Reverend Devon, yeah.
Or oh no, Big Dick Dudley passed away. Never mind.
Yeah.
Sign guy Dudley.
Yeah, sign guy Dudley. Sign guy Dudley.
Joel Gertner. Where's Joel Gertner? Give me Joel Gertner and Devon. Well, that's pretty cool. The only cancellations they had for the wrestling guests were Eric Bischoff and Kane. But still pretty solid lineup. Saturday, tomorrow, if you're with us live tonight, Saturday, if you're listening to us audio on Saturday, MJF is appearing just on Saturday. Kurt Angle's there Saturday and Sunday. Nick Nemeth is there starting today through Sunday. Axe and Smash all weekend. Matt and Jeff all weekend. Savannah Evans is there as well. Pretty much everyone else is there all weekend. Matt Riddle is appearing on Sunday only, so it might be a possibility. I don't have anything for Riddle to sign.
So. Give him sign a joint.
Yeah, it's a restraining order. I don't know. Something to that effect. Well, there's pretty much something for everybody here. If you're into anime, like my kids are, a whole bunch of voice actors, actresses from My Hero Academia, Demon Slayer, One Piece, Cool stuff there. They got the original 4 voice actors from Ninja Turtles,
That's pretty cool.
OG cartoon. Little Mermaid, Jodie Benson. You've got Christopher Daniel Barnes, who voiced Prince Eric and Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
Anika Noni Rose, who voiced Princess Tiana. A lot of good stuff here. Sam Witwer, who voices Darth Maul in Star Wars Clone Wars series, and of course various other projects. Pretty much like the entire cast of Avatar, animated and live action.
Damn.
Fan of Pauly Shore? Pauly Shore is going to be there. The Weasel. Don't wheeze the juice, buddy.
Yeah. Give him that sign your VHS copy of Encino Man.
Oh man, I do not have VHS. I do not have Encino Man on VHS. I'm pretty sure I have Scream on VHS, which I think I'm going to take that with me and have Matthew Lillard sign that.
Yeah,
pretty cool. Fan of Halloween Town? They got Kimberly J. Brown, Daniel Kuntz, and Judith Hogue.
My wife and kids are what? My wife is. I can't say my kids are, but my wife is a fan.
I like Halloween Town.
I don't. It's not scary enough for me.
Not scary enough. Emily Swallow, who is the Armorer in Mandalorian and Amara in Supernatural. She'll be there as well. Will Wheaton, Ted Raimi.
Will Wheaton's going to be there?
Will Wheaton will be there. James Marsters, who of course is Spike from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Danny Trejo. Gotta love Danny Trejo. Ernie Hudson. Danny Trejo is going to be there.
That'd be pretty cool.
Ron Perlman, the best Hellboy, will be there as well. Ernie Hudson will be there. He's actually doing photo ops in the Ghostbusters uniform.
Oh, cool.
It's like $125 just for the photo op with him in uniform.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, I was like,
know that broke your heart.
It did. I was like, that's a lot for a picture, but it's cool.
Yeah.
But,
it's cool, but yeah, no, it's a lot. I agree with Rose. I know you talked you out of it.
So Matthew Lillard is there, Skeet Ulrich, Jamie Kennedy. I kind of feel like if I take something Scream related, I'm going to end up having to get Skeet Ulrich and Jamie Kennedy. And then they've got who else? Lee Waddle, who is the voice of Ghostface.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of stuff. Nev Campbell was supposed to be here too, but she canceled.
Canceled. Yeah, I heard. She canceled quite a few appearances. I don't know. Something's up or no.
Linda Hamilton there as well. So if you're a big fan of the 80s Beauty and the Beast TV series, you can get your Linda Hamilton and Ron Perlman 8x10 signed by both of them. And the hottest Aunt May ever, Marissa Tomei. A lot of good stuff going on this weekend. GalaxyCon.
You come hang out with me and do nothing.
Chill out in the hotel. The hotel at least have a pool?
It does. It kind of sucks though.
Nah.
It's like an indoor. It's like an indoor pool, and but it's not heated.
Oh, that's.
And it's like, yeah, we're in Indiana, so like the water don't get that hot, so it's like a cold ass pool, and it's like I don't know, like 4 feet across, and I don't know, maybe like 3 yards long or something. It's like small.
Damn.
Yeah, there's like a little grilling area that I go hang out at with some people and grill burgers and stuff. But other than that,
well, that's cool.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Yeah. But you know, it's a career change.
Well, I don't know what's going on up in your neck of the woods right now, but I can tell you what's going on this weekend in North Carolina with the
Local talent.
Button there. Local talent, which of course is something brand new we're doing. Well, we've been doing it for a while. I just decided to give it its own thing and a graphic.
Yeah.
So, this weekend, you've got on my notes a couple different wrestling shows going on here. I think there's more, but I kind of thought there was more, but these are the two that I was able to find. NAWA War Games tomorrow, Blake County Fairgrounds in Morganton, North Carolina. Check that out. And we have a team up here with this show. AWL and Uprise Pro Wrestling presents Helping Hands. That is also tomorrow. That's at the Fairview Community Center in Fairview, North Carolina. So there's a couple things for you to do out there, pro wrestling wise, in the great state of North Carolina.
Yeah.
And then coming up, I believe next Tuesday. No, 2 weeks. 2 weeks out at the Rialto Theater. PBS is presenting a documentary on the Dorton Arena and the history of wrestling at the Dorton Arena.
That's pretty cool.
Which is limited tickets. It's free.
You going?
I'm going.
Cool.
That is the
sorry I couldn't go with you.
Well, it's all good. I just figured hey, the tickets are free. Let me try to get 3 of them. So,
yeah.
I got 3 of them. So it's actually
maybe Garrett will be able to go. So
maybe he's not too tired. Oh, where to find that? I know I sent you guys. The other thing too, Turning Point tickets were supposed to go on sale Thursday, but I didn't see them on Ticketmaster.
Really?
Yeah. Because they're supposed to go on sale Thursday for Wrestlecade weekend.
Maybe they're waiting.
Unless they're on. I think they went on sale for Wrestlecade and not on Ticketmaster. That might be why. Yes, because they went on sale at Wrestlecade. On Wrestlecade's website. Yep, that would be why. Hey, $35. That's not bad.
No.
That's not bad at all. Starting at $35. Let's see. Have any tickets left? General admission seating, $35. Titanium add-on. What the hell is that?
That don't sound good.
Take advantage of the Titanium add-on. Only 50 available. Titanium ticket makes you one of the first fans admitted into the arena. A representative of TNA will give you a wristband outside of the venue.
Oh, wow.
Various perks.
I get
A discount code for TNA merch purchases. Collectibles folder with various souvenirs. Post-show commemorative photo ops.
Yeah, that don't sound very...
Watch TNA social media accounts and website for any Titanium updates. Titanium perks are not affiliated with the meet and greets. All fans need to purchase tickets for the meet and greets if they want autographs and or photo ops. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's general admission seating for $35.
Mm-hmm.
That's not too bad.
Or you can get a wristband and get a discount at a merch table and get your picture taken, I guess, at the ringside, but not with anybody unless you pay for it. So it's like, what?
The only downside is You do not get admission into any of the other events for WrestleCade with this. It is specifically just for Turning Point.
Yeah. Well, I would expect that though.
Yeah. But if you do the VIP tickets for WrestleCade,
you get
the 3-day weekend passes, you get into Turning Point for free. But you get like front row seating, I guess.
Yeah.
What's our tickets for WrestleCade? Oh shit! Well, 3 days sold out.
It's becoming a pretty big event.
Yeah, it's all these are seating. Oh, okay, so these are seat sections for seating because they do like the shows and stuff that weekend too. Aside from just
be cool
the Fan Fest.
Be cool if NXT did a show there, you know?
Yeah.
Like, where's the guy?
All right. So you've got they break it down too by days. So you have the Friday all day pass is $25. They have a 3-day superstar pass general admission, which is $99. Saturday's $40, which includes all day pass and entrance into the Fan Fest and Super Show, which would be the show that they do Saturday night. Sunday all day pass is $40. $30 for Saturday Fan Fest only general admission. So that's just into the Fan Fest for the meet and greets. That's still not bad though. If you want to go and just do the Fan Fest and the meet and greets, $30 is a really good price on that.
Yeah.
But it's only from the Fan Fest is from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Interesting. So you only got 5 hours on that one. That's still not bad though. It's actually not bad at all. I thought it was gonna be more though. Cool. Awesome stuff there. And I think TNA is coming to Fayetteville too. I think the week before that.
Or after, I think. It was September. Was it September or November?
I know I sent it in a group chat, so I can find it again.
Yeah.
Friday and Saturday, November 8th through the 9th. Yeah, so it's a couple weeks before, actually.
Yeah.
That's at the beginning of the month. Crown Arena. Yeah. So they'll be doing tapings.
Yeah.
So that'll be tapings probably up to Turning Point, and then a couple of things after Turning Point. You usually do a month of taping. So cool.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Awesome. All right. Well, that's all I got for this week.
That's all I got too, man.
All right.
All good. I was ready to make SummerSlam picks, but I guess I got ahead of myself.
I was gonna say, we don't have all the card announced for SummerSlam yet.
I think the whole card's announced.
Really?
I think most of it, unless they're gonna have a AEW pay-per-view where it's 50 cards, because you got Cody and Solo, you got Priest and Gunther, you got CM Punk and Drew McIntyre, you have Bailey and Nia Jax, you have LA Knight and Logan Paul, and I think that's it so far. Oh, Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley.
Rhea Ripley. Yeah, they got 7 matches on the card. I'm honestly surprised. I won't be surprised if they do add a 6-man tag with Gable and the Creeds versus 3 members of the Wyatts.
I mean, they could.
Just to kind of round out the card there.
Sorry, I had to fix my bill.
That makes sense. We'll see. Yeah, that's August 3rd is SummerSlam.
Man, I was looking
Next
forward
Saturday.
to it this week. Every time I was watching Raw, I thought they were saying next week on SummerSlam, which I guess makes sense tonight with SmackDown announcing like the tag team title matches on SmackDown because it'd be like before SummerSlam. Makes sense. Makes sense.
Awesome stuff. All right, good stuff there. I'm gonna do it for us. So make sure you guys check us out on our social media channels. Wrestlegeddon Pod, pretty much on everything. The 1D, 2Ds, type it in, it'll come up. Or you can use the link tree in the bio and find us there as well. Facebook.com/Wrestlegeddon Pod and YouTube.com/For the Collection, where you can find us live each and every week on 9 p.m., 9-ish, somewhere around there. Go ahead and like and subscribe and follow those pages as well, so you're up to date on when we're going live, so you don't miss an episode. And then audio version will drop usually on Saturday or later tonight, so you guys can listen to it tomorrow or the weekend or whatever, wherever you listen to your podcast at. Make sure you leave us a 5-star review on all those podcast outlets to help us expose ourselves more to the algorithm. There's nothing we love more than exposing ourselves to algorithms.
Yep.
Awesome stuff. All right, that's going to do it for us. This is episode 245. 245. Almost halfway. No. 150 would have been halfway to 300. I was thinking 250. Almost halfway to 500. So.
Yeah, almost. Yeah.
But we'll hit 300 by the end of this year. No, middle of next year. My math is off. I'm tired.
It's all good.
All right, 245. On behalf of myself, Chris the Heat Matthews, the Tennessee Jesus Carl Crossland, Garrett G Money Mun, wherever he's at this week. Maybe he'll be with us
in the pipe.
Preview. So, we'll check you guys later next week. SummerSlam preview, whole bunch of other stuff, good times. My recap of GalaxyCon, all that fun stuff. All right.
Yeah.
Later, Marks.
Later.